Huh? No, it just feels that way. Yep.
Zone start in there?
Yeah, I think so. It should be. Hopefully play as good as we played this match.
Hey, look who's here. What's up, bud? Glad you're here, man.
Where's your helmet so you can go over?
Welcome, Hawks fans. We are in the elimination round of the tournament. Win today, play tomorrow, lose, and we're done for the season.
Hey guys, look who's here! He went into the locker room, yeah. Yeah, man.
Ryder's here. Ryder obviously has been out. Got a major concussion at school and hasn't been able to play. But he's able to make the trip. Came out, hanging out with the team today. Hoping the team can turn it around. Yeah. All right, Hawks fans. Same game we played this morning. Let's see if we can keep that same setup going. Small goaltender on Boulder. Hoping to shoot from distance. Get the lead early. Keep the cycling going. Kids were passing amazing today. We're getting it up and out of the zone super quick, hitting those top players and doing what we needed to do. We keep that going. We're a very hard team to beat. So working on trying to get into the Centennial Cup today. Owen going to be in net for this one. Starting lineup, Amelia, Colton, got Mason, Naya, and Max line out there. And here we go, dropping the puck. There you go, Mason on the draw, sends it over towards Naya. Naya chasing after it. Naya holds him up for a second, but Boulder cutting in. Going against Colton. Colton's going to go far side. They try to center, no one home. Naya's going to be the first one on it for the Hawks. Naya with a little bit of time, sends it up to the blue line, but not out. They get it back into the zone. Try to get it back up to the center, try to shoot. Hits Amelia shin guard. Goes to the corner. Max is on it. Max going after it, almost able to get it out. Colton there in support. Chips it, gets it up and out of the zone. Comes up to Naya. Naya's got one on, gains the line, sends it deep. Mason going after it. Oh, nice job by Mason. Holds him up, but they're able to get it up to the line. Trying to get out. Colton pinches, holds it in for a second, but Boulder gets it back out. Mason steals it away. Mason with a little bit of time, gets it back to Amelia. Amelia tries to send it up the boards. 3 Boulder players there, though. Mason going back after it. Boulder cuts back in. They get past. Comes up to Amelia. Colton, nice job by Amelia. Swaps that puck away. don't even get a shot on net. Stick lift, and it goes to the corner. Amelia, though, gets spun into the net and knocked it off. Its Boreans will have a draw inside the defensive zone.
Here you go.
All right, here we go. Line change. Patrick, Kai, Piper, Ellen, Mo, or no, Kira out there. Puck comes to the center. Kira going after it. Gets pinched off. They get a backhand. Sends it wide. Eli's there. It's got 2 on. Tries to cycle back around. Gets over the stick. Kira lifts the stick, though. Can't get it. Piper coming out with the puck. Tries to go far side. Boulder's cutting that off. They lose it right back to Piper. She gets it back to the blue line. Boulder's going to go side to side. Try to get it back to the middle. Oh, Piper almost able to steal that one away. Kira picks it up. Sends it back to Piper. Piper sends it up the boards. Almost could hit Patrick. Gets sent away. They get it back in deep. Kira going after it in the corner. Kira's got 1 on. Goes D to D over to Eli. Has some time. Takes his time. Makes 1 miss. Sends it up the middle. Gets it over to Kai. Kai coming in with Piper. Just not able to get to that puck. Boulder stops on a dime. Cuts back the other way. Tucker comes off the bench. They're going to go far side. No call on that one. Tucker there in support with Mo. Tucker gets it up the line, has a little time, loses it, sends it back to Mo. Mo up to Piper. Piper going far side for Kai. Kai chasing after it, loses it at the blue line. They're going to go D to D. They're going to send it back into the corner. Kai needs a change. He's been out there. Tucker going after it. They're going to send it up the boards. Good job by L. Holds the line, sends it back in deep. Tucker and Piper still out there. Piper going after it. They lose it. Piper able to steal it away. Gets it on the corner. They centered it up to Tucker. Tucker tries to take a shot. Hits too many bodies. Tucker with a little bit of time. Has 1 on. Circling back around. Tries to make a move. Got it in his feet. Takes a shot. Puck is loose. Score! Tucker, nice little toe drag. Shot back on the goaltender. Able to tip it on his rebound. Shot it low. Bounced out. They put it in the back of the net. Hawks up 1. Goalie then yard sailed everything. Hopefully he's all right. Not sure what happened there. Tucker, Mason, and Brenny on the far side. On the win, they send it over. Colton's going to be the first one on defense. Chips it up towards Mason. Mason's got 2 on. Brenny sends it in deep. Gets it to Tucker. Tucker again with a shot on net. Sent just wide. Can't see who's on that far side. It pops up to Amelia. Amelia holds the line. I think that was Brenny. Brenny able to send it back and across. They're going to chip it past Colton. Colton on a pinch. Goes to Amelia. They get it to the center. Take a shot. Big save by Owen. Nice job by Owen. They had a 2-on-1. Amelia forced him to make that pass early. Owen able to get over. He tried to make a move on Owen. Owen didn't bite. Put it right in his chest. Here we go. Hawks make a change. Patrick out there now. Colton out there with Amelia still. Comes up to the line. Naya goes after it. They're going to shoot wide of the net. Amelia there takes it away from the corner. Has 2 on. Amelia tries to send it back around. Mishandled. They try to center. No one home. They get it back up the middle. Colton, good defensive effort. Kicks it away. Gets it back to the boards. They're going to chip it back up. Naya going after it. Naya gets a stick on it. They lose it. Patrick kicks it. They get another shot. That hit Amelia. Colton on it now. Tips. Nice pass right up to Patrick. Patrick trying to fight through 2. Patrick still with the puck. Gets it over. Naya gets it in the zone. Then they send it back to Amelia. There we go. Reset everything. Amelia cutting in. Has bodies beat. Sends it in deep. They're going to send it back the other way. Naya able to hold the line. Naya with time. Shot on net. Gets kicked to the corner. They're going to send it back up. Naya's able to hold. Naya with time. Survey centers to Patrick. Patrick shot. Big save by the goaltender. Puck's loose though. Oh, Naya over there battling. Nice pass by Naya on that one. Comes up to Kira. Kira with time. Shot. Hit a body. Tipped up in center. Hits a couple bodies. Another rip. Oh, I don't know who shot that one. Can't tell from this distance. hit the goaltender, popped out. Kira going after it. They send it up the boards. That should be icing, and it is. And we'll get a draw back in the offensive zone. Hawks all over him. Piper, Mason, Kai out there. Mo and L on defense. Here we go, Mason on the draw. Wins it over towards Kai. Kai stick lifts, kicks it, gets to Piper. Piper gets a shot. Goalie makes a blocker save, sends it to the corner. Kai there battling. Kai circles him back around, forces him to take it back and around the other way. Nice play by, I think that was Mason. They shot it, hit his skate. Piper there in support, makes a move, sends it back down to Kai. Kai battling one-on-one. Holds him up at the boards. Piper takes it away. Piper makes a move, cuts back towards the middle. Just lost the handle, though. Gets it back up the line for L. L rips a nice distance shot. Pops back up. Kai rips a shot. Goalie covers. Mason there trying to get that rebound. Goalie didn't cover. Mason still with time. Sends it up. Gets it to Kai. Kai over to Piper. Piper takes a shot far side. I believe a Boulder player swept that out of the net. That was going in. Mo holds the blue line. Sends it back in deep for Kai. Goalie has no stick. They get it up to L. L sends it back down deep. Kai there battling, able to take that puck away. Kai has 2 on, kicks, comes over to Piper. Mason sends it back to the middle to Piper. Piper's got 1 on, tips it up to Mo. Oh, they get it away, or that was L. Mo comes back, grabs a puck, sends it. There we go. Gonna release Piper back into the zone. Piper makes a cut. Gets to the middle, ripped a shot. Oh, the goalie wasn't going to be able to see that one. Just off the mark, goes to the corner. Tucker there in. Tries a toe drag, loses it to Colton. Colton, oh, nice shot by Colton. Defenseman kicked it right back out. I think that was Mason. It comes to Amelia. Amelia rips a shot, hits a body, goes back to the corner. All Hawks right now. Colton holds the blue line. Retreating, letting Boulder cut. They're coming back the other side. Amelia will be on it. She's got 1. Plays the boards, gets it up out the zone. Mason able to steal it away. Mason on a break. Cuts back the other way. Shot, goal! Great single effort. Mason steals it. Cuts through a couple bodies. Boulder on a bad line change. And he rips it over the blocker. Hawks up 2. Tucker, Brenny, Piper, or Patrick out there. Eli, Kira. Puck pops around. Boulder has it. Kira cuts up with Brenny. Brenny sends it in deep. Kira gets knocked down. Eli's got it with time. Sends it up towards Brenny. Brenny circling back around, trying to catch up to it with speed. They get it back. Patrick sent it in deep. They go D to D. Boulder coming back the other way with Tucker. They're going to send it up the middle. Brenny able to intercept that. He's got 1. Goes to the boards. Nice play by Brenny. Gets it up and out of the zone. Boulder's off. Lost his glove. So they are offsides. They have to reset. Now they're back in their zone. Pops back over towards Brenny. Just out of his reach. Comes to Eli. Eli makes a move. Sends it back to the blue line. They're going to chip it up. Tucker able to steal for a second. Gets a stick lifted. They still have it. Pops back out. Patrick sends it out past the blue line. Patrick on attack. They're going to cycle back around right into Tucker. Tucker sends it back in deep. Hawks just playing great team hockey right now. They send it up to Eli. Gets tipped away past him. Kira holds off the big guy. Nice play by Kira. Holds him off. Destroys him on the boards. Puck comes up. Patrick has it. Patrick's got 1 more to beat. Gets up to the line, but it goes straight up in the air. Brenny's there. Sends it up. Brenny and Patrick fighting for it. Patrick's got it. Chips it back up to Tucker. Tucker and Brenny, if they can get it. Oh, lost the handle there for a second. Patrick's going to send it back in deep so they can reset the lines. That'll be icing. Draw back in our defensive zone. There's Owen. It's always nice when you don't have to say your goalie's name. That means everybody else is doing their jobs. Hawks have been in the zone, playing a good neutral game. First passes, 3:58 remaining. Mason here on the draw. Boulder able to send it, win it straight back. Oh, puts it in her own player. L able to steal it away. L's got 2 on, chips it up, sends it towards Max. Max, good board battle, keeps it in the zone. They lose it to Mason right in his feet. Mason back over to Naya. Naya's got time. Naya with 1 on, chips it, tries to get it over to Mason. Hit a shin guard. Mo, great pinch, but player's able to get up and over. Now we got a 2-on-1 coming the other way. They're gonna rip on distance on Owen. Blocker save, sends it back behind the net. Good job by Max here. Max picks it up, hits Mason just a little too hot to handle. Naya going after it on the boards. They try to get it in. Naya tipped it, hits a player. Oh, nice save by Owen. Big stretching save. They tried to go to the backside. Naya able to tip it. That shouldn't be icing. Boulder player cut back and forth. Owen flashing some leather. Keeps it out of the back of the net. Hawks get it up and out. They lose the puck over to, I think Colton's back out there now on defense. Comes back to Naya. Naya has it on the board, sends it back in deep. Boulder first there. They're going to chip it up the boards. Gets past a little bit of everyone. Colton tries to hold the line, but it was a bouncing puck. And Amelia sends it back in. That's offsides, though. We'll have a draw outside of the offensive zone. Patrick, Piper, Kai out there. Puck comes back to Colton. Colton's going to send it in deep. Patrick going after it. Going to meet him on the backside of the net. Tries to chip it up. Didn't get much on it. Patrick, 1-on-2. Boards him up. Piper comes over. Steals the puck. Shot from distance. Kai tipped it just outside. Kai. Good fight by Kai. Comes to Piper. Piper kicks it. Sends it up. Kai coming in all alone. Has 1. Makes a move. Oh, and the goalie made 1 hell of a save. He had him going left to right. He threw down the paddle, and Kai just couldn't lift it up and over. Puck still down deep. Kai steals it away. Kai with time. Gets knocked down behind the net. Couldn't see what's going on there. Boulder ends up coming up with it. Piper, big push. Comes to Colton. Colton rips a shot, but hit a stick. So Boulder cutting back the other way. Makes a move. That should have been offsides, but they send it in deep. Amelia going after it. Boulder misplays the puck. Sends far side to Piper. Almost could spring her. Piper at the red line. Going to go back to far side. Just out of the reach of Patrick, but the Hawks were offsides. We'll have a draw outside the zone with 1:33 left. Mason Tucker out there with Brenny. Goes towards Brenny. Brenny sends it in deep. Gets it on net. Brenny on attack. Going to send it back up. Goes to Mason. Mason's going to send it back in deep. Brenny there behind the net. Chasing down the defensive player. They're going to try to send it up the boards. Kira there. Tried to hold for a second. Got chipped up and over. Eli comes back in support. Eli with time. Sends it far side over to Mason. Mason's got 1 on. Tries to chip it out. Lost in the feet. Still in the zone. Mason and Eli. Eli able to pick that one up. Has 1 body falling down. Mason sends it up and out. Now it's in their defensive zone. Tucker, Brenny going after it. Oh, nice job by Brenny. Forces him to make a mistake. Brenny there has it on the boards. Kicks it. Tries to center. Comes to Tucker. Tucker has it for a second, but puts it in the goalie's pads. Great work by Brenny on that one. That was all Brenny all the way. Forced that play just by skating hard. That goalie made a good save on Tucker. Brenny got it chipped up right to him. He tried to make him go left to right and then go upstairs, but too tight of a time frame. Couldn't get it up and in. Here we go, Hawks on the draw. Comes straight back to Kira. Kira rips a shot from distance, hits a body, goes to the corner. Tucker after it. Pops up towards Eli. Eli holds the boards, but they're able to chip it back out. Oh, I think that was Brenny. Brenny took full body. Yep, that was Brenson. Brenson had all the effort. Boulder put a shoulder into him, knocked him down towards the boards. And the Hawks will go on the power play. Hawks going to send Piper, Patrick, Kai out there. Kira and Eli on defense. 31 seconds remaining here in the first. See if we put another one on. They win it. Send it over to Kai. Kai loses it at his feet. Gets dropped. They try to send it up the line. Kira holds. Oh, bad bounce. Hops over her stick, but goes back over to her defensive partner, Eli. Eli with a little bit of time. Chips, sends it to Patrick. Kicked it to the wrong direction. Patrick makes a nice cut, though. Patrick with time, sends it far side over to... Is that... Oh, no, that's Max. Max and Naya are out there. Sorry, my bad. Max, though, comes back, fights for it, gets the puck, tries to center. Naya going after it, but they're going to send it all the way down, but that's going to end the period anyways. Hawks up 2-0, end of one. I bought a spare just in case. Here we go, Hawks fans. Start of the second. Hawks on the power play. Gonna put out Naya, Max, Patrick, L and Mo on defense. Owen in net. Here we go on the draw. They're gonna send it back. Mo gets it, chaps it over to Naya, hops over her stick, but goes in the zone. Naya on attack, tips it, still goes to the boards. They're going against Mo's side, cutting back towards L. L's gonna force him to go wide. They're gonna shoot on Owen. Big helmet save. Pops back to the boards. Naya's there. Kicks it up to the center, but they're able to shoot. Good job by Mo. Puts a body in it. Comes to Max. Max throws it to the middle for Mason. Just can't get to it before the Boulder players. They're gonna lose it. Sends it back to Mo. Mo's gonna go far side for Naya. Naya gets a stick on it. Makes a move. Chips it into the zone for Patrick. Great play by Naya. Has Max in the front. Patrick tries to get it up, but hits a stick. Boulder able to get it up the line towards L, but a weird bounce went through her feet, comes up to Mo. Mo's going to get it in front of Owen. Mo, plenty of time, going to cycle back around. Mo has time, sends it up towards Patrick. Patrick accepts the puck, comes in, has one to beat, goes wide, gets tipped away, tries to center back for Max. But Boulder gets it. Their player comes out of the box. Amelia there defensively. They're going to shoot on Owen. Nice save by Owen. Amelia kicks it back towards the corner. Colton there defensively. Tries to hold him off. They're going to go back around the other way. Amelia hits it. Goes in the air. Amelia with two on. Battling in the corner. They try to center. They lose it. Hawks end up picking it up. They're going to center it up to Max. Max with a little bit of time, makes a move, shot. Goalie kicks it back out. Good job by Max. Hawks trying to make a change. Then Boulder's going to send it all the way down. That'll be icing. Hawks will get a full change with 10:20 here in the second. Colton, Amelia, they're going to switch them up. So you're going to have Kira and Eli back there. Mason, Piper, and Kai out there as your forward pair. Here we go, Mason on the draw. Boulder tries to win it back. Kai on attack. We're going to get back and around the net, cutting back up. Going towards Eli's side. Eli's going to retreat. Forces him to go wide. Kira there going to take the center. Nice job by Kira. Holds him down in the middle. Not able to get that pass off. They went all pass on that one. Kira cut back. Sends it to the corner. Goes back the other way to Eli. Eli's going to make a start, stop, tries to get it up the boards. Does get it back into the offensive zone. Kai on attack. They're going to chip it back up. Hops over Mason's stick. Mason gets a stick on it. Goes back behind the net. Kira will be the first one on it. Kira with a little bit of time. One on. Going to send it high. Oh no, tried to pass over to Eli. They're going to shoot on Owen. Owen blocker save. Kicks to the corner. Kira has it. Sends it towards Piper. Weird bounce off the boards. Oh no. Eli. They shot towards Eli, hit his back foot, and went the opposite way on the net. Kai is walking away with the puck. Kai going 2-on-1, gonna go far side. Tries to make a drag move, goes back to the corner. They lose it. Mason has it, tries to center. Boulder is able to pick it up in the front. Piper up to L, just too hot to handle. Mo's gonna be back there defensively. Mo with one on, nice little move. Cut it back, sent it to the boards. Boulder was offsides. Force the play to come back up and out. They're going to call icing on that one. Hawks will do a full change, but they'll have a draw in their defensive zone. Here we go. Let's see who we got out there. Should have Tucker, Brenny, Patrick line out there. Ellen Mo still on defense. Boulder sends it up to the point. Shot on net. That hit Hawk. I can't tell who. Goes to the corner. Defense able to hold it up. That was Brenny. It hit Brenny there in battle. Along with, I think that's L on that far side. L with the puck. Going to make a stop. Spins it back around. Comes towards Brenny's side. Brenny's got one on. Brenny tries to center. Going to send it all the way down, though. Goalie's got to make a save. Awkwardly. And then covers. Winning head all day. Fine by us. Draw in the offensive zone. Hawks up 2. Brenny, Patrick, Tucker line out there. Now Amelia and Colton out there on defense. Here we go, on the draw. They win it towards the boards. Pops up towards Colton. Colton's going to rip a shot from distance. Oh, tipped. Almost went in. Good job by Colton on that one. Pops up to Amelia. Amelia stops it in her feet. Loses it on the boards, though, and they send it back in deep. Colton's the first one on it. It's got 2 chasing. Makes a nice little stop play. Puts it up the boards. Bad bounce off the boards, though. Comes back and around the net. Amelia's got it with one on. Amelia tries to make a cut move. Lost it on the corner. Picks it back up. They're going to shoot on distance from Owen. Owen gloves. We're going to get a draw back in our defensive zone. 8:02 remaining here in the second. Hawks up. So far, Boulder, a lot of soft shots. Outside points, exactly what you want to do for your goaltender. Owen seeing him, covering him. There we go, on the draw. They're going to send it back and around. Colton's first one on it. Colton sends it up the boards towards Max. Max tries to chip. Hits a body, though. Goes back into the corner. Colton's still there. Sends it back up the boards. Boulder pinch. They're going to send it back deep. Colton there in the corner. Sends it back up towards Max. Max tries to get around. Comes to the center. Pops out to Mason. Mason, there we go. Got 2-on-2 coming back the other way. Mason makes a move. Cuts back to the other side. Centers it for Max. Oh, Tanaya. Max, goal! Mason sends it to Max. Max shot, tipped, went to Naya. Naya passed it back to the middle, and Max taps in the open net. Hawks up 3. Yep. All right, here we go, Hawks fans. Hawks up 3. Keep that line out there. Max, Naya, Mason, Eli, and Kira out there on defense. Comes to Eli. Eli's got time. Cycles back and around. Makes a move. Lost the handle, though. Kira there defensively. Going to hold him off. They shoot on Owen. Tipped. Kira sends it back to the boards up to Naya. Naya sends it right up the middle. Max going after it. Definitely going to call off the icing on this one. Max is going to get to it first. Makes a nice little move. Cuts to the middle. Shot towards the net. Got legs taken out. Mason there. Holds him up in the corner. Tries to stick lift. Max going back after it. Max having a good little Centennial Cup run right now. Mason able to hold it. Comes up to Naya. Naya with 2 on. Sends it in deep. Great, smart play. Gets it in deep. Goalie chips it. Has it. Then has to cover. keeps us in their zone with 6:46 remaining here in the second. Hawks going to make a whole line change. You're going to have your Patrick, Piper, Kai line out there, and you got L and Mo out there. Here we go, Patrick on the draw. Wins it forward, pops back up. Piper challenging. They're going to send it up the line to L. L holds, sends it over to the other side. Mo had retreated back to the middle, though. Boulder ends up picking it up. Kai there in support, steals it, sends it over to Patrick, just outside of his reach. Patrick sends it back in the zone. Patrick on attack. Patrick and Kai going to meet behind. Makes a quick little move, loses the puck, gets it to Kai. Kai tries to center. Doesn't have the time, tries to pop one over to Patrick, ends up hopping over his stick. Piper there in support on the boards, gets it to Patrick. Patrick shot sent just wide, goalie over slides, comes back up to the line. Mo's got it, rips a shot, almost gets to Kai, got tipped by a defenseman. They have it along the boards, they're gonna try to go far side. L there in support, lifts the stick, Hawks back on side. L cutting in, L's got time. Tries to center, hits a stick though, pops back up, they lose it, give it right up to Patrick. Patrick down Main Street, hits a body though, paps right back up to L. L sends it in. Boulder able to steal that one away. Patrick and Mo, L and Mo forcing him wide. Mo sends him the distance. They try to make a move on Owen. Big save by Owen. He tried to cut back against the grain. Owen swallowed that one up in the leg pads and covers with 5:29 remaining. Hawks still up 3-0. Here we go on the draw, goes towards the boards. Hawks send it up to the point. That was Piper there. Goes back to the corner. Colton there defensively. Colton takes the puck away, sends it up the boards, gets it over to Kai. Kai chips up, gets it to Patrick. Patrick's got Piper with, sends it on the backside for Piper. Piper just can't get it back to her forehand. Tried. Piper there with two bodies. Hawks trying to open the door, get an extra body out there. We might have one too many. Not going to call it. We're all good. Comes back to Colton. Colton sends it back up to Kai. Kai got it past one player. The second player able to send it back up the boards. Colton and Amelia there defensively. They're going to cut back against the grain against Owen. Try to shoot wide. Owen with a big save. Kicks back out. Hawks able to get it out of the zone. But, well, not all the way out of the zone. There they go. They lose it. Get it back over to, can't tell who's on that far side. It was Colton. Colton, but they were able to tip him at the blue line. That's offsides. Hawks will get a full line change. That's Boulder's move. Try to get you to go left and right, shoot to the far side, cause chaos with a rebound, and get a body in there to try to tap it in. So far, so good with the Hawks. We've been seeing it, been playing it, been taking care of that center guy so he can't get that easy tap in. Here we go, Tucker on the draw. Tucker, Brenny, Tucker gets it in, but it pops back out. Hawks are offsides. They're not going to call it, though. Ref was watching a different game, I guess. Puck comes back, up and around. Eli able to hold. Eli with time. Gets in the zone, tries to rip a shot. Tucker has it, tries to center, got tipped. Tucker still has it, centers back towards Mason. Couldn't get it back to his forehand. Brenny there, nice play by Brenny. Forces the stick, sends it back to the boards, but they chip it in all the way deep. Kira will be the first one on it. One player on, sends it all the way up the boards towards... Brenny on that side. Brenny gets it up to the line. Tucker on attack. They're going to send it in weak on Owen. Owen's just going to cover, get a nice little reset here with 3:44 remaining here in the second. Hawks going to change the line. Mo going out there. Looks like you got Patrick, Naya, and Max line out there. Here we go, Patrick on the draw. Pops back, they lost it in the middle. Patrick sends it up to the line, but not out. Boulder gonna make a nice little spin move. Max on attack. They're gonna cut back up the middle. Shot on Owen high and wide. Patrick there defensively chips it up towards the boards, towards Naya. Naya's got one on, chipped it up to the blue line, but not out. They're going to shoot from distance. That puck was all the way outside. They were able to chip that one in. He shot, bad angle, and a Boulder player got a stick mid-height and tipped it past Owen. Not much Owen can do on that one. That was just a kind of a pretty lucky play, in my opinion. Good play, though. They tipped it, had bodies in front, got that chip in. Hawks up 3-1. Now they have to go to work. Get back on work, get back on attack. L sends it back up, hits a couple bodies. Boulder cuts back in. L going after him. L's going to keep him wide. Tries to make another spin move. L forces him into the corner. He's going to cut back again. L there, stick lift. Mo battling with the guy up front. They get it up to the high slot. Shot on Owen, and they get it in. They got the player up at the high slot. Owen moving left to right. And they're able to find the backside of the net. Hawks only up 1 now with 3 minutes remaining here in the second. Got to turn it back on, get back into the zone. Good. Got to get back to our offense. Here we go on the draw. Kai going after it. Gonna force him wide. They're gonna shoot wide on net. Amelia will be the first one on it. Amelia's got one there. Holds him off at the boards. Tips it back up. Gets it to Piper. Piper with a little bit of time. Gets it past the blue line. They were offsides, but they're not gonna call it. Patrick's gonna go far side for Kai. Kai's got one on. Gonna spin back and around. Feeds Piper off the high side. Piper with time. Rips a shot on distance. Oh, Mason tried to tip it in. Went just wide. They're trying to get it back up the line. Colton there defensively. Kai takes the puck away, gets it up. Mason. Mason with a little bit of time. Sorry, we only have 2 centers now. It throws me off. Mason with the puck and bodies. Centers it back to Kai. Kai ripped. Goalie, big save. Kai couldn't get the puck up. Just got a shot off with a body draped on him. And the goalie was able to hold that one off. Hawks, good pressure now. Staying down in the zone. Amelia Colton back on defense. Piper, Kai, Mason. Mason on the draw. Wins it, sends it straight back to Colton. Colton rips a shot, hit Kai. Lost to Mason. Mason has it for a second, popped. Kai had a stick lift. Colton able to hold the zone. Colton with time, sends it over to Piper. Piper all day, goalie. Oh! Piper left all alone, ripped a shot. The goalie had it for a second, trickled out, put it back in the net, but ref had already blown the whistle. Play was dead. So Hawks still up by 1 at minute 56. Great pressure right now. Here we go, Mason on the draw. Takes it, wins it, sends it back up to Colton. Colton rips a shot towards Mason. Boulder able to kick it up. Amelia takes it away. Amelia with a little bit of time. Comes back, reloads, sends towards Kai. Kai can't tip it in the back of the net. Send it hard and wide. Kai with it, sends it back up to Piper. Piper tries to make a move. Colton there defensively, trying to snuff him off the boards. Keeps him wide. Amelia comes all the way back, stick lifts, but Boulder able to make a move, but puck stays out of the net somehow. Everyone was cheering. Colton steals it away, gets it back up to Kai. Kai with a little bit of time, tries to make a move towards the boards. Boulder gets it, sends it back in deep. Amelia's on it. Really thought they had the game-tying goal right there. Amelia sends it all the way up. Good job by, was that Mason? Tries to steal it, sends it all the way in. Kai's got one on. Kai tips it towards the boards, gets bodied. Piper there trying to steal it out. Piper gets it, sends it up the boards. Boulder's gonna send it back down. That'll be icing if it doesn't touch Owen, and it doesn't. 53 seconds remaining. Not sure how that puck came out of the net. Player made a really good move on Owen. Had the back door wide open. I'm gonna say Amelia saved that one. Forced him to go wide and put it in the corner. But Boulder, great opportunity right there to tie that game up for us. That wouldn't have been good. Patrick, Brenny, Tucker line out there. Kira and Eli out on defense. They're going to send it up towards Eli. Eli holds it. Rips a shot. Nice tip. Oh, Patrick got a nice tip on it, but the goalie was able to get his leg pad back over. That's a great play. 43 seconds remaining here in the second. Hawks up one. Patrick on the draw again. Sends it back to Brenny. Brenny's going to go far side. Gets it over to Eli. Eli chips it up.